Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nathan Musoke. I'm a physicist and a open data enthusiast and a climbing enthusiast as well. And we'll be talking about a climbing database we've been developing.
I'm Clinton. Clinton Lunn. I work for the Utah Geological Survey as well as contributing to OpenBeta. I'm a climber, skier, hiker, love outdoors. So this is kind of an easy in for me. We're going to be talking about OpenBeta and building an open and collaborative catalog for the climbing community. Sorry, the title is a little messed up from Huva and like the program. That's my fault. My bad.
So yes, OpenBeta is a free and open source resource for climbers. It's inspired by Wikipedia and OpenStreetMaps in that we see it as a system where anyone can edit and update data. And then it's free for the community to use and repurpose as they like. So we have a database, which we'll talk about in more detail, which connects to a backend, and we've got a couple of front ends, but you can potentially, and a couple people have already, build alternative front ends to view the data in different ways and interact with it in different ways as well. So we're built by the community for the community. We are a nonprofit under the Open Collective Europe for fiscal sponsorship. So we're the European equivalent of a 501c3. So our mission is to provide free and open source access to rock climbing data for programming, research, data science, and any forms of communication people can come up with. So we're definitely not a business. We're a passionate group of hobbyists. And mappers and climbers who want to share the climbs we found and the climbs that we think other people should be excited about.
So we've got a web front end, and you can find that at openbeta.io. It's built on Next.js, so it's a multi-page app. This is an example of an area page. So this is all dynamically generated. So the area page is going to look very similar to the actual climb page. Here's kind of like a diagram of how it's all set up. We've got kind of the user that's going to make a request to our front end page, and we use Map Libre under the hood. We use MapTiler, and then we also use a cloud native geospatial format PMTiles. Shout out to Brandon Protomaps. And that's all the PMTiles are also sitting on a Cloudflare R2 object storage. And then we also have a GraphQL API that you can access outside of our organization too, to bring your data into your own application. Cool. So we have a backend as well.
So the base for the backend is a MongoDB database, which feeds data to a few different services we have. One is the PMTiles that Clinton mentioned, which then is stored on Cloudflare R2. We've also got our GraphQL interface, which is running on DigitalOcean. And on there, you can find more detailed data rather than just locations that you get from the PMTiles. So you can get names of climbs, the grades, which will tell you how hard they are. If people have added descriptions to tell you what makes them interesting, give you tips for how to get up them, all that sort of stuff. You'll find those in the GraphQL API as well. And then we have a TypeSense API, which indexes all of the climbs by the names and the names of the areas that they're in. And then you can also search the descriptions of the climb itself. So if you know that some climb exists and you want to know exactly where it is, you put the name in, and it will hopefully find the location for you, and then you can get all the description from that as well. And then that data is fed to the front-end apps, both the first-party front-end apps that we have and also the third-party apps.
Yep. And just a shout out for a third-party app that we have integrating with our TypeSense service, Pebble Climbing. They are a kind of a company that, for at least in Salt Lake City, they have an app that integrates with all the climbs in the gym that I climb at, so you can use it there. And then they also have, TypeSense on their services as well. We have a mobile app. We have an Android app right now. The iOS is in progress. And this is some screenshots of our mobile app. I won't pretend to know a whole lot about mobile development. So if you are an iOS developer, an Android developer, we would love your help. But we do have an Android app up and running, and it's live. You can find it on the Google Play Store.
Yeah, it's listed under OpenBeta. That's the name on the Google Play Store. So you can see from the screenshots here the kinds of stuff that you'll find. We've got pictures of routes. This is actually a picture from, actually, is it both of these? No, just that first picture is from a route we climbed in October, when a few of us met up in Nevada to talk about code and climb during the day, code at night, and brainstorm lots of ideas. So you can see there a picture of the routes, one of the routes, a list of routes that exist at different grades. And then that next screenshot, we've got like a description of the area, and we've got maps, so you can see climbs near you in real time.
And also for the maps, those are also using our PMTiles service as well. So we have PMTiles on both our web and our mobile. And this is I won't pretend to know much about what's going on here. This is our mobile architecture. We use Kotlin multi-platform, and I think we're also using Compose UI in order to integrate with iOS builds. But it's about as far as I know about it. Anything? Okay, so something that we've done is, as we've mentioned, we deploy PMTiles as a CDN. And basically, this is what the docs say to do. We have a Kubernetes job that runs on some interval, and it generates a GeoJSON file. And the Kubernetes job, it connects directly to our Mongo database, and in order to kind of like have a performant generation of PMTiles. So we generate a GeoJSON file and then pipe that into Tippecanoe, and we use Tippecanoe as a way to convert to PMTiles. And then after that, we just stick them onto Cloudflare R2. We also, a big plus to this is the edge deployment. So we have redundancy all over where people are versus a single source. And I would say also Tippecanoe is kind of the standard way of generating PMTiles if you don't already know. So this is all in the docs. I've listed them here. I apologize, can't click on them, but. And then we have an effort about getting involved. We would love some help. We'd love contributions not only on the content side, on the validation of our lat long, our locations, make sure an actual climb is where it says it's going to be. Submit pictures, please submit pictures, submit descriptions, and help us with our iOS, help us with our development. We would love every part of this.
Yeah, and contributing data is the easiest way to be part of the project, really. If you're a climber, are there many climbers here? Yeah. Yeah. There's a big overlap between software developers and climbers in my experience. So yeah, if you go out and you just take a picture of a climb you're on, you can go to the website, submit the picture, add a description, tell us what kind of protection it needs, what the grade is, what makes it a great climb to get on. Yeah, all information would be great to have. I think we've done most of this already.
Except for maybe number 4.
Oh yeah, if you do something with our data, it'd be great to hear from you about it, and you can contribute a guest post in our blog as well.
Yeah, we have a this blog actually reroutes to our Substack. So we have a Substack. We have all kinds of different ways to view our ongoings. So we'll share that in the next slide. But yeah. So thank you. Here's some of our contact information. Like I said, I'm here in a personal capacity, but I also work for the state of Utah. Feel free to contact me on either way. We have Discord, we have obviously a website, we have forums, we have Instagram, we have Substack, we have LinkedIn and GitHub. All of our code is hosted on GitHub, and we'd love you to poke it, make an issue, file a pull request, please.
And perhaps most importantly, we have stickers and we have t-shirts. So please come get
we have
some.
A big pile of stickers and t-shirts, so we don't want to take them home. Yep, so that's about it. Any questions?
Yes.
2 questions. One, what is the license?
For sure. So the catalog data, I believe, is listed under Creative Commons. Sorry? Maybe
Zero.
yeah. I'm not very strong with the actual like the intellectual property part of it, so So the question was, what is our data licensed under?
And the second half?
Other question is, do you use or have any intention of using OSM?
Yeah.
Like you could have natural clip with 40 climbing. Like there are certain apps that will render that they have climbing layers or OSM.
Yeah.
No, there's not. But if you're doing an open data climbing project, there's an open mapping project that has climbing data.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Most of the regions I've climbed at lately, yeah, I've tagged a bunch of stuff with sport equals climbing and various related tags. And some of them I've even linked to the route on OpenBeta. So if you see it there, you can get more information on OpenBeta. We would like to make that integration more close in future. And that's one thing we are working on, exactly how to get them to talk to each other in a nice way. Yeah. And there's another question down here.
It's not at the moment. We do have plans in the future. It was kind of like a mistake on our part.
Okay, I was going to ask about the PMTiles, but I'm guessing that's not
It is somewhat accurate.
Okay.
On the Android app, you can see maps that you've previously viewed. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
levels you've looked at already, like, kind of like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it's cached, but yeah, if you zoom in enough while you're online, you'll be able to see it again when you go offline. Yeah.
But that's definitely something we're working on behind the scenes
Yes,
as well.
it's something that needs to be nailed down more concretely, but yeah. Yeah.
So have you thought about adding ice climbing and alpine climbing routes as well?
Yes,
Yes.
for sure. We have different classifications of climbs. I don't think that there's a ton of quantity on them yet, but I believe we have the classifications where you can specify types, like ice.
So a mix of places. Personally, I just add things as I'm out there, the things I'm climbing. There's some, we have, who's the name of the person in Grand Canyon?
Oh, I don't.
Well, when we met up in the fall, we suddenly realized that we had a huge number of edits that were coming in, and we thought it was spam at first, but it turned out it was some guidebook author who was uploading all of his photos and descriptions for around the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you all for your time.